the zone here. Hi everybody, my name is Regina and I have two sons. My oldest son is named John and my youngest son is named David. And we're a family that are really going through some big changes in our lives in the upcoming years. And so I wanted to document it. And I thought, well, if I'm going to document it anyway, why not go ahead and put it on YouTube? So if anybody else would like to follow along with our story and with what we're doing, they would feel free to go do that. And so that's the biggest reason why I started this YouTube channel. Now, I'd read a statistic, about a year ago, that said that 70% of us are unhappy with the jobs that we have. And really, if you define yourself by your job, which a lot of us do in the U.S., that's a lot of unhappy lives too. And I would like to say I'm probably in that statistic. Not that the job that I work is just hellish and I can't stand it or anything. It's just that I really want to be the mistress of my own destiny. And I realized that by putting all my eggs in one basket, just working out an hourly job, depending on that to pay all my expenses, was just not a good thing. And so I really want to try and be an entrepreneur and get out there and make a business of my own. Now, the problem is I've never done that. I've always worked for an hourly wage. And so it's going to take some learning on my part. But my sons are doing it too. My oldest son wants to do some things with writing, but also he does work online, like he's a software engineer for a company, and so he can do things remotely. So he's got that. And my youngest son, he does some freelance work online for people. And so both of them have some things that they do online. I'm really the only one that doesn't really have that very well right now. So this is going to be a big journey for me. But anyway, this really is about chasing dreams. I don't know if it's a middle-age crisis thing or what it might be, but I just realized that I'm getting older and I haven't done all the things that I wanted to do. And one of the biggest dreams I've had is to have an off-grid cabin in the woods. I've always wanted that, to have a simpler life to where I can sort of set my own work hours. I don't have to go off and commute to a job. And that's a really important thing right there. But also, just getting out of a big city in general. We live right now in a city that has over 3 million people in it. And so everything that comes with that, the commuting to work, the traffic, the apartment living, everybody these days lives in big apartment complexes. It seems like everybody these days lives in big apartment complexes. I'm not going to say everybody does. I know there's some of you out there that live in homes, but at least we have what I've always rented, and my sons have too. And the idea of owning a little place of my own, I don't necessarily want a 5,000-6,000 square foot home, but to have a little cabin all my own out in the woods, I would really love that. And then I also want to get away from the dependence on companies to supply even my basic needs. Think about it, these days we buy our food in a grocery store. We get our electricity from a company. Sewer comes from another company. Water comes from a company, fresh water. We depend on these companies to supply everything for us. And I want some more independence with all of that. So that's another big reason why I want to go chasing my dreams, to have a little more self-reliance, have my own place. And my sons are gung-ho about it too, so we're all kind of pulling our money together to try and make this happen. But we want to get some land out in the woods and build our own homes. Each of us has our dream of the home we want. I want a home that has a barn-style roof on it, and my youngest son wants an A-frame home. But we have so much that we want to do. And so I just wanted to invite all of you to come and join us and witness our story as it changes along the way, as the years go by, experience our highs and our lows and our successes and even our mistakes, which I'm sure there will be plenty of those. And then learning new skills as we learn them. You can learn with them as we learn them, and I'm sure with the fact of it being, since I've always been a paid hourly employee and living in a big city, I'm sure that this journey will be filled with lots of entertainment as well. I can only imagine some of the mistakes I'll make, but come along and join us. We'd love to have you. And thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you in some future videos.